Sometimes producers, beatmakers, and songwriters find it really challenging to create chords in their DAWs, but Cubase has you covered. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 super easy ways to create chords inside Cubase, even if you don't know how to play the keyboard. Let's get started. I have to say this is one of the most common questions I get from producers and beatmakers sometimes. They always come to me and say, hey, how do I create chords super easily? I can't play the keyboard and I don't want to use MIDI packs or pre-made chord progressions. How do I do this in Cubase? And one of the things that pains me sometimes is when I see people starting to create chords note by note. It's not productive, it's not creative, it doesn't help you. So let me show you the first way that you can create chords in Cubase. So here I've loaded a Verve piano patch. But I'm not gonna touch the keyboard. I'm going to show you how you can create these chords without even touching a keyboard, okay? So what we're going to do for the first way is we're going to create a MIDI part. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to hit my Alt key or Option key on the Mac, and I'm going to have this cursor turn into a pencil tool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create a 4-bar loop like this. And now I'm going to hit enter on my keyboard. And now we open the key editor. Let's start creating some chords. Now, what people do, especially when they're using other DAWs, is they go and do this. Let's say they want a C major. They do something like this, okay? Which is very slow. I will never do it like this. So let's delete this and let me show you how you can do this in Cubase. First, make sure that you are in the lower zone by clicking on this window here, the lower zone window where our editor is. And now you will see that right here on the inspector, we find all these useful MIDI editing options. If you don't see the inspector for some reason, you can just activate it right here by clicking on this icon here. And there we go. Now we have the inspector. Now when I click on the key editor, we're going to get the inspector for my key editor. What you want to do now is you want to go to chord editing, and now you can select any one of these different chords. So I can start with a major chord. Let's go here. And if I want a C major, all I need to do is click on C and extend my notes depending on the duration that I want. That's it. That's how you create a chord super easily with literally one click. You don't need to create every single note by note. Now, let's go and create a cool chord progression. I'm going to go for a minor 7th chord, as you can see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on A. Let's create an A minor 7th. There we go. Now we have an A minor 7th. Imagine how much of a pain it would be to create these notes one by one. Let's go for a B now. And now let's go for maybe a C major with a major 7th. So let's go and click on C. And now we've created a chord progression super fast. Let's listen to it. So this is the first way, but it doesn't stop there. If you want to change these chords and give them alternate voicings, you can do this very easily without, again, having to take each note and transposing it one by one. So what I can do here is I can take this chord, for example, and maybe I want to invert it up or down. So let's try up first. So it's that simple. Let's invert this chord as well and let's see how it sounds. So let's have this kind of upward motion right there. And the best part is, let's say you change your mind about a chord. Let's say you change your mind about this chord here. And let's say you want to turn it into a minor 7 with a flat 5. All I need to do is select the notes and I can change the chord type. And the great thing is I can audition this straight away. So this is the first way, super simple. Let's move on to the second way that you can create chords. Now the second way is by using the chord track in Cubase. And if you don't have one created already, you can just go hit the plus symbol here, and then you go to more tracks, and you can add the chord track. And now you can start inserting chords straight away. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this chord track so we can see a little bit more clearly, and I can go and hit my Alt key or Option key on the Mac, and I can create my first chord. Now, right now this chord is nothing, it's an X chord, but if I double click on this, I can turn this into any chord that I want. Now, let's make sure we hear those chords as well, right? So what I can do is I can go and record enable my piano here. And also I'm going to record a synth. I have here a beautiful Rasta synth. I love this synth. It's an emulation of the legendary OBX. And now when I double click on this chord, we're going to listen to this chord played by both the piano and the synth. So let's start with an E flat. Nice. Major with a major 7th. And let's go and add another chord. So as you can see, this is an X chord. And now let me show you something else that you can do. You can go to the chord assistant here, and now you can have a selection of chords that Cubase helps you with and suggests so that you can experiment with different chord progressions. So if you don't know where to go, try out these chord progressions. The greener the chord progression, the more standard it's going to sound, the more safe. And the lower you go to the red territory, it's going to be a little bit more adventurous, okay? So let's select this one, for example, or this one. And there we go. Now we have another chord progression here. And I can keep on adding more and more chords. Now, if you want to turn these chords into MIDI, it couldn't be easier. All you need to do is select them, drag and drop them into an instrument channel, and there you have your MIDI parts ready to go as well. Now, the third way to create chord progressions super fast is by using the chord pads. And in order to bring up the chord pads, all you need to do is go right here and open the lower zone. And right here, we have the chord pads. Now, as you can see, these are completely empty, but I can start populating them with chords manually. So I can say, okay, I want to go here, and maybe I want to turn this into an E major 7th or something like that. And I can populate all the chord pads like this, or I can choose one of the presets if I want to get started. So for example, I can go here, click on default, and right here I can see the list of presets. So maybe I want to go for the Touch of Soul presets. I can click on this, and immediately it loads with a bunch of chords there. So now I can click on any one of these chords. So all these chords, I can trigger them by just clicking on them or playing them on the keyboard. As you can see, I can play all of them if I play the keys from C1 all the way up to here. So if I want, I can even drag them into a chord track like this, or turn them into MIDI again, just by using drag and drop. And another powerful thing that you can do that was introduced in Cubase 13 is you can activate step input mode. So when I activate this, you will see I have a cursor right here, and I can move this cursor with my left and right arrow keys on my keyboard, and I can start inserting my chords. So let's say I want to start with this chord. I can insert my chords in the chord track. And it goes without saying that after I've inserted these chords, I can double click on them and edit them in the chord track. So maybe I want to add a 9th here. I can just edit these chords super easily. So there you go. These are 3 ways that you can create chords inside Cubase, even if you don't know how to play the keyboard, or even if you don't have a MIDI keyboard. I hope this video helps you out, and let us know in the comments down below what you'd like to see next. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.